Hey again guys, this is MinecraftingDAD and welcome to episode 3 of our Minecraft FTB Regrowth 0.7.1 Alpha Modpack series. This modpack is available on the FTB Launcher. Information on how to download the pack is available in the video description below. So these recordings are going to focus on me and my Let's Play and playthrough of the pack. I may not do things exactly as you would do them. If you could think of a better way to do stuff, be sure to leave me a comment below, and if you don't like the way I do things, leave me a like below and a comment, whatever the case may be. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this, but thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Alright, so in our last episode, we worked on completing a couple different quests, and I've taken some time to basically expand the base so we don't have to worry about it. It's kind of a boring process, but I just basically made it a whole bunch of different farming stations that are kind of like ready to go. I moved a dedicated food area over here to one side, so we can concentrate on using these crop fields for the mutations and completing the quests. I built a little bit of a storage room over here, so you can see inside of this room we've got stone, marble, cobble. This is some sand, cracked sand, and dirt. This is where we're going to put some regular crops. Over here I've got mob drops, wood and sticks, flint and charcoal, and I've hung up my chisel and an extra copy of the quest book, which I happened to find sitting in that chest right there, and I have no idea why I didn't see it. Our original Tinker's tool stations are located inside of here, and that's pretty much it. This is the original room, so I'm going to flush this floor out completely with marble, and we'll make things happen, and hopefully in a more expedited manner than the 0.65 series that we did. But thank you guys for being here, and let's get started. So with the last time we were here, we were working on some different quests. So let's look and see what quests we could complete. There is this one here, the Enderman, kill an Enderman. I happened to find an Enderman and was able to kill him, so we are able to claim this reward, which just gives us another extra Ender Pearl. So let's claim that reward, and let's go down here and see what else has opened up for us. So the first quest we're going to accomplish here is called Growing Knowledge. This wants us to craft the Lexia Botania, and it's relatively easy to craft. But basically, from your previous episodes of Lucidity, you recall being able to make a book that told you all about the strange flowers, and that floral fertilizer causes us to spontaneously grow. You think you remember how you made it. So to make Alexia Botania, we need to combine a piece of paper and any of the Botania flowers. So I think we have 3 sugar canes here, and if we combine that in a crafting table, this is going to give us the piece of paper, or 3 pieces of paper. Then we just need to go grab one of the Botania flowers, and this is going to allow us to, oh, that's not a flower, this is a flower, make the Lexia Botania. So we make a flower and 1 piece of paper, and there you go. Now we have the Lexia Botania. Let's turn in that quest, and it's going to give us 8 floral fertilizer. Nice. So that also now opens up another quest down here called Mutation. Before we do that, let's go over and unlock another one of these. What I'd like to do with my stuff, just so I have a reference of mind of where things are, I put up these drying racks, and this allows you to hang any item. And I usually just put the Lexia Botania there, and this will become the area for my Botania stuff, which makes things a lot easier to manage. One of the other cool things I did between episodes here is I made this super crafting grid, so all I need to do is have a water clay bucket and a piece of cracked sand, and I can walk up and I can just right click and it's going to throw at me a regular piece of sand, and you can see now the water bucket's empty, and it's taken one of the cracked sand and made it into a regular one. The reason I did that is because I wanted to make some glass. Alright guys, so let's take a look at our quest book and see the next item that we should craft, which is the Seed Analyzer. So take a look here, we just completed the Lexia Botanica. Lexia Botania. Now we should complete this guy, which is, you've got all the seeds you're growing, but maybe you want to know a little bit more about them. Some form of analyzer to let you look at them a little closer should be exactly what you need, basically. So we're going to go and construct a seed analyzer. So if we go and look at this inside of any eye, you can see the recipe is 3 sticks, some colored glass, a half slab of cobble, and does it care if it's wood or does it have to be stone? It has to be cobble. This is a full piece of plank, half plank. Okay, so this requires some assorted items, basically. So let's come over here, let's grab some cobble, let's make a half slab. That's easy enough. I did make some glass earlier, and we can grab some dye from the Botania chest over here. So we'll go do that real quick. So I do have some blue dye. We'll make some blue glass. We could do that right here, in fact. So just take this, and you have to dye this glass in when it's a full block. You can't do it when it's a pane. I tried it. So you have to do it when it's a full block. Now you get blue stained glass. So it doesn't want this type of glass. It actually wants a pane, but you can't get the pane unless you make this way. And it doesn't accept regular glass as part of the analyzer. Why? I don't know. But if you look through here, it actually has to be a piece of colored glass. So fun. Next thing we need to do is we need to, I guess, make the planks and the sticks. So we need to make 2 full planks so we can just combine the half slabs like that. And if you need more slabs, you can combine 3 of the dead wood pieces and it makes 6 oak wood slabs. So you always get plenty of wood out there if you need it. So that's going to be 2 of those, 1 of these, 1 of the cobble, the blue analyzer, and 3 regular sticks. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. We now have a analyzer. So let's find a place to put this. The best and most convenient place to put it would be somewhere relatively close. So in that case, what we'll do is we're just going to put it outside here against the wall. So this way, when we need it, we can go and use it. So it's kind of cool looking, right? So what you do is you throw a seed in here, and it'll basically analyze the seed, and it'll tell you what it is. So in this case, this is a 1, 1, 1 carrot seed. So you can analyze all your seeds, and if you don't analyze them, it will not tell you what they are. So that's a very useful tool. Let's go into our quest book and let's accept the quest, which gives us an agricultural journal. Cool thing about this is you could stick it in this slot, and as you take a look at seeds and stuff like that, it will fill in the information into the agricultural journal. So for example, if we would take this potato seed and we throw it in here, what we can do is we can grab out this book, and what it will do is it will now have an entry for potato seed. So if potato seed and we put in carrot seed, for example, we may end up finding one of the mutations. But it gathers information as you analyze seeds. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can take something like sugarcane. Let's take a piece of that and let's analyze that seed. This should tell us the mutation. This will say this is a 111 seed, and if we look at the book, for example, we should now see potato seed and sugarcane. I think we need the other half of that. So we need the wheat seed. Yeah, let's try the wheat seed. If we do this, this should give us all of the items in order to take a look at it. Alright, so now, we should have put that in there. Now we need another wheat seed. We'll steal this one. Alright, so we look at this. Now let's take a look at our journal. And we should see that this is going to give us more information now. So the potato seed, the sugarcane seed, and the wheat seed. I wonder why it didn't show us the mutation. That's kind of weird. It should show you the mutations after a certain point. So maybe we got to keep on feeding this thing more information. But regardless, keep that book there, and it'll start uncovering more information as you analyze your seeds. Alright, so let's get these crops planted back where they belong. And we have a potato seed. Potato seed, there we go. So I'm going to plant basically our wheat and our potatoes. And I think I have an extra potato here that we can plant as well. We just want to keep this for food. This isn't necessarily for breeding or anything like that. We have all these seeds. Let's go just dump these in here for now, so we can sort through those later. Let's put that there. And the floral fertilizer that we got as a reward, we should probably put that into the Botania chest, just so we can keep this thing organized. Alright, so what is our next task? So we did the seed analyzer. That gave us the agricultural journal. Last is making some of this here, which is the mutation quest. You recall a mixture of bone meal and mandrake that could transform plants into other plants. Perhaps this could be applied to grasses you've managed to cultivate with bone meal. You can get wood ash from charred dead wood. Alright, so it wants us to create a piece of Mutandis. Let's look up that recipe. Mutandis. There we go. That it's going to be wood pulp, and we can use either floral green or cactus green. I don't think we have cactus yet. Mandrake we do have, and wood ash we do have. So let's see, do we have any green in here? We do have green. So we got to convert that, this guy. So let's do that now. So we need the leaves, and then we use the mortal or pestle and mortal. I'm so used to saying mortar and pestle. And that gives us the floral green. Let's put our bowl back. Alright. And then we can go over here, and we can get our mandrake either from here, or I've already stored some in our drawer over here. There's the mandrake, and there is the wood ash. So if we combine this, it's wood ash on the corners, the mandrake dudes on the ends. It's the floral green on the bottom and top, and it's a piece of bone meal, which you can get from bones if you don't have any bone meal. There we go, and we've now created 3 pieces of Mutandis. So let's go and turn that quest in, which it now wants us to pick. Do we want floral fertilizer, bone meal, or Mutandis? Floral fertilizer is fairly easy to make. The Mutandis, not so much. So let's claim the Mutandis, and let's go over here and see if we can create a tree, because that's going to be very necessary. Let's see, did we open up any other quests? Oh, we did. Okay, yes, exactly. This is what it wants us to do. So use sap. Mutandis can turn stuff into saplings. Now you can have some wood that actually is alive. There's only so much character in a dead bit of wood. Also means you could stop going further and further out to harvest dead wood. So this will use any sapling in order to complete the quest. So let's basically do this in a couple steps here. So first things first, let's create some grass. Now we can take our Mutandis, and we should be able to apply this, and you can see we now have a fir sapling. Well, I'd love to keep a fir, but I want to get a more common tree type. So let's see. A pink amaryllis. No, let's get another one. Dark oak sapling. Alright, perfect. Actually, is that going to work? I need 4 of those, right? Can I have a regular tree? So we have a fir sapling and a redwood sapling. Neither of those is ones I want. A pine sapling. Japanese maple shrub. A hawthorn, that's a witchery one. A violet, pink tulip, a dandelion, a mushroom, a pansy, a sakura sapling. I do like sakura trees, they're kind of cool. And let's see, what else can we get here? An oxy daisy. Alright, so we do have some trees. So these guys are going to grow up into trees. Look at that. That. I don't know if we can grow a tree from the dark oak. But we can grow trees from these guys. The pine sapling, the redwood. See, it tells you here. Pine sapling you can plant. The redwood needs 2x2. The fir sapling can be a 1x1. And I think the dark oak, which... Did I mutate that again? I guess I did. The Japanese maple, that's pretty cool. And we have the hawthorn here. Alright, so we can plant these trees and the sakura sapling, which is a 1x1. Alright, so let's go and find some places to put these. I think I have some dirt somewhere around here. We have one piece of dirt. We need to go get some more dirt. But we can, in the meantime, what we could do is we probably could just borrow a couple pieces from back here. Because we're going to want to plant these trees. Alright, so let's go find a place to go plant our trees out here. So, we'll just go pick a nice little random spot somewhere out here in the field. And we'll start planting our trees. So we'll put one over here. So we got enough for 5 trees. So let's plant this guy down. So this is 1x1. Our pine sapling will work. Our redwood won't, so let's get that out of there. Our fir sapling will. And our hawthorn we can save for later. So we've got 3 trees that we can plant, at least. And our sakura. Okay, so we have 4 trees that we can plant. So there's one. Just randomly find some places to plant these. There's that. There's number 3. And here's number 4. So we'll plant our sakura here. I like the sakura trees. They're really cool. And our fir sapling. So now we should have options for more wood, which is nice. And, you know, we'll wait for those to grow. We can kind of cheat if we wanted to. Like, I think if we... It's a one-shot deal here, but... Oh, no, see... that's not going to work. But we should see some trees out here very shortly. Alright, so because we completed those quests, we can probably go and take a look at some of the things that we've unlocked. But before we do that, let me put some of this stuff away here. So this is kind of like my junk drawer. We'll just throw all this random stuff in there and put some of the wood away. Alright, so we got all that. Let's return our tools back to the proper place. There we go, and put some of this random stuff away for now. We do need our bread. Alright. There we go. We do have some cracked dirt, cracked sand. That's where that's going to go, and our cobble up there. Alright, so that's good enough. Now we can go and we can look at our quest book. So let's see what we have accomplished. Let's see what we've opened up. So at this point, it wants us to turn in this tree reward. Oh, look, it does give us a regular tree as well. So nice. So I think we're going to stick with, well, I think the easiest one of these is going to be the spruce tree. Oak is nice, but spruce tends to grow fairly straightforward. So let's grab the spruce tree and we'll grab that piece of dirt that we just had. Let's go plant our spruce tree. I think I'm going to plant my spruce tree right here in the corner for now. Am I going to limit its placement? We'll plant it outside. Why not, right? Look at that. We even got a tree out here already. Put our spruce here in the middle, though. We definitely want to use these regular trees. They're going to be a lot easier to maintain than the extra biomes ones. Alright. Cool. So we got that done. Now that's going to allow, on the first set of quests, which is what the world came to be, there is one remaining that's available to us at this time, which is the flower power. It wants us to make a petal apothecary. I think we will we will take a look at that in the next episode. Let's see what else has been unlocked here. So under the fourth section here, what the world teaches, we now have some different things that we can create, which is this here, bound in print. Remember the various tombs of knowledge. This wants us to create a bookshelf. We also unlocked what the world enables. This wants us to make a snorkel. What the world embraces. This actually wants us to make some barrels, some Java barrels, and this wants us to make some oak drawers, some bags, and a better chest, so an improved stone chest. So we'll look at some of these moving forward. And what else is unlocked as well? We have the encoding of the world. This wants us to make a sifter, and this guy over here, which is bees. It's just pretty cool. I've never actually done bees before, so I'm kind of excited to get started with that. And that wants us to, I guess, go out and find a beehive, which that'll be pretty cool. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. And let's go down to the bottom here. The life of the world. This is going to be pretty cool. This wants us to go through and do some of this. So, for example, it wants us to create a pumpkin seed. It wants us to create some barley seed, artichoke seed, and it's going to open up a whole different range of things. These quests are new. So we'll look at that. How the world changes. We can't do anything there. And how the way the world feels. We don't have anything unlocked there either. So, cool. So let's see here. So what is our plan? Well, you're going to have to wait until the very next episode. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And you can also watch my live streams on twitch.tv/MinecraftingDAD. We will see you next time.